All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At the Newman Ranch, Claire and her family arrive as Victor and Nikki welcome them. She rushes off to answer a call from Kyle, who hopes she can slip over to see Harrison, and teases that Pi could be involved. She hopes he's made some progress with his parents. He says he has, but could still use his wingwoman. Claire can't say no to a date with Harrison. As she gets off the line, Summer startles her by asking if she's going to see her son, and makes it clear she's planning to drop by herself later. Nick arrives and Cole leads him to the drinks. Adam, Chelsea, and Connor come in, and the kid thinks the place is like a castle. Nikki leads him and his mother off for a tour while Victor asks Adam how Connor is doing. Adam says that he's fearless and on top of things. Victor wonders if he senses that his parents are getting back together again. He can understand his desire for a happy family. Victor walks over to see Summer and gives her a hug. They talk about how happy they are that Daniel has been released and cleared. Once she takes off, Victor asks Claire if she's decided to stay at Chancellor and work with Nikki. He knows how happy that would make his wife. Claire admits she knows what he did to Lily and Kyle. He guesses that bothers her and promises to tell her the whole story one day. She understands that the corporate world can be cutthroat, but she thinks he tends to believe he knows what's best for people, regardless of what they say. Victor may have had good intentions with Lily, but how they treated her doesn't seem right. Nikki joins them and adds she hopes Lily will forgive them one day. They tell Claire that Lily belongs with her family. Family means everything. That's why Nikki needs to run Chancellor. Victor adds that his wife has gone through hell this year. Having heard the helm of Chancellor is a signal to the world that she is back and a force to be reckoned with. If Claire wants to understand him, she needs to know he grew up in an orphanage, and his family means everything to him. He kisses her cheek. Nikki hopes that Claire can understand now and will be willing to join them. Claire can see the depth of their love and how much they value family. Even if she doesn't always approve of their tactics, she knows how much they love what they do and how energized they are by work. She accepts the job. Nikki is thrilled. In the sunny corner, Nick tries to avoid talking about Sharon and Toast with Cole and Victoria. Nikki brings Claire over and declares that her granddaughter has agreed to come and work with her. Claire's parents look less than enthusiastic and ask their daughter if this is what she wants. She thinks that Victor's heart is in the right place, and she can't pass up the opportunity to be Nikki's right hand. Her parents agree to be happy for her. Since dinner isn't for a while, Claire decides to slip out to see Harrison. Summer watches her go. Victoria and Cole sit down with her parents and worry about Claire. Nikki assures them she won't let anything happen to Claire. She loved every minute of her first day at work, even if Billy was there and being bitter. Connor and his mom return from their tour, and then he heads off to the stables to see the other kids. Left alone, Nick and Chelsea catch up. She admits things haven't been easy since she and Billy broke things off. He wonders if that was because of Adam. She assures him that there is nothing between them but some solid co-parenting. When he brings up Sally, she says that's a painful topic. Adam marches over and demands to know why his brother is asking Chelsea about his personal life. Nick claims he's just showing brotherly concern. Excusing herself, Chelsea walks off. Adam tells Nick he went to see Sharon. He's concerned about her and suggests that his brother thank him for trying to give her some support. Amy arrives at Nate's place with a bottle of wine. She thanks him for inviting her and hopes he's made a decision about the search for Damien. He explains that she's in town alone, and so is he. He thought they could share a meal. Once they pop the cork, she tells him how much she loves revisiting Genoa City. The view in the park is so great. When she worries her presence is putting pressure on him, he assures her this is not so. Before Nate can tell her what his answer is, Audra shows up with a box. She hates holidays, but also hated the thought of him alone, so she brought him a birthday cake. Explaining he's not alone, he lets her in and introduces her to Amy. Audra has heard a lot about her and admits she's had some reservations. Nate announces that he has checked Amy's story and agrees to help her look for Damien. She's overjoyed and hugs him. He warns he can't commit to building a relationship with his brother. They'll have to see how things pan out. Amy says he's made this the most thankful of Thanksgivings. Nate explains that he got DNA confirmation that he has a brother based on the sample she gave him. Amy is hopeful that part of her will find peace, but it all depends on whether her son will ever be able to forgive her for lying about his paternity. As they eat, Amy tells Nate and Audra stories about her son and how he lost his way after Jackson died. She starts to feel faint, so Nate helps her to the couch and elevates her legs, urging her to breathe. When she apologizes for her emotions, Nate tells her not to. He knows she's carrying a lot. It's normal to be afraid of dying. She thanks him for his help, no matter what happens in the future. He thanks her for this Thanksgiving. Alan and Tracy are setting the dinner table at the Abbott manse and laughing about how he could never have an authentic Thanksgiving in France. Ashley joins them, happy that Diane will not be there. She hopes that woman is out of their lives for good. Jack and Diane arrive outside. He tells her how excited he is to celebrate this holiday with her. They kiss and look forward to every day to come. As they head inside, Jack calls out Happy Thanksgiving. His sisters are shocked to see Diane on his arm, and Ashley responds harshly. Jack declares that they never split up. It was all fake. They did it out of desperation to win their son back and get him away from Victor. Ashley shakes her head. Diane and Jack apologize for all that they put them through. Ashley thinks it was pretty extreme, even from someone who faked their own death. She hopes it was worth it. Tracy asks if Kyle will be joining them. Jack admits he isn't sure. Jack and Diane go into the dining room and sadly look at the place set for Kyle, wondering if he will come. Kyle arrives with a pumpkin pie from Crimson Lights. His parents hope this will be a new start for them. Their son says it was one hell of a mind game they played on all of them. He will spend the holiday with his family, but isn't promising more. Diane thinks what she has to say could make a difference. Before she can explain, Claire shows up. Harrison rushes over to her and is relieved to see his father brought pie. Harrison shows off the edible turkey drawing that Claire showed him how to do and declares that she's the best. Summer arrives and furrows her brow as they bask in all the love for Claire. When she joins them, she tells her son how thankful she is for him, and he gives her a hug. She stares over at Kyle and Claire chuckling over drinks. Summer leaves without saying goodbye to anyone. Claire tells Kyle she needs to get back to her first big family holiday celebration. She lets him know that she told her grandfather how disappointed she is in what he did to him and Lily. He knows where she stands and says she has the Newman fire in her. Tracy and Ashley corner Jack alone in the dining room. He senses some hostility. Ashley isn't about to throw him a party for dragging them all into a farce and putting Kyle through hell. Jack says that Diane risked everything for their son. He just wishes that Billy was with them today. They worry about where he is. Each of them tried to convince him to come. Once they have all sat at the table, Kyle exchanges some barbs with his parents. Eventually, Diane announces that she will not be returning to her place at Abbott. It's time for Kyle to take his rightful place by his father. Her son is startled to hear she would give up her job for him. Choking back her tears, Diane says that as horrible as what they did was, it was all for him. She loves him and will be there for as long as it takes, until he knows they can be family again. They all toast to family. Back at the ranch, Nikki and Victor call everyone together. She says that this house was built by Victor's love and christened with love at Abby's wedding. They couldn't be more grateful for their blessings. Victor says they have worked damn hard for them, and he will continue to work hard to make sure they all feel cared for and loved. Family means everything to him. They toast to that.